Bob, let's talk briefly about Breaking Bad. It just ended last week, and no spoilers for. Don't worry for anyone who hasn't watched the entire series yet. But how does it end?
But everybody's already seen it.
No Yeah, everyone's seen it. No spoilers, but what's the final image?
Well, he's on the beach in Bermuda. Right. He's got the sunglasses on. Uh-huh. Well, he doesn't have them on. He has them on his forehead.
Oh, shade tip style? Or
that last moment is so classic Vince Gilligan.
Mm-hmm.
The guy shows up with the daiquiri, and Walter White leans back and flips the sunglasses down, and you see that Bermuda sun
and then he's
reflecting in the sunglasses.
I could get used to this.
And he says, I could get used to this.
Yeah, fantastic. A lot of people, and in the press since the final episode, people haven't been making the connection that Walter White ends up on a beach on an island. Vince Gilligan's island,
they haven't made that connection yet, but you did, and you see it. I mean, really perceptive viewers see. When he's on the island, he buys that island with his meth money.
Sure.
And it already has that huge hotel.
Because he shot all of the we'll call them the antagonists, and got all of his meth money.
They all
back.
die.
Yeah.
The DEA essentially
they give up. They say, you know what? You're the best
surrender.
At this.
They write him that letter. He gets that letter. We are so sorry we bothered you at all. Here's your money back. Here's some of the things we accrued from pursuing you. Please forgive us. Best of luck in the future.
Right.
The DEA. He goes to that island. He's like, that last half of the last episode where he's trying to find an island to buy.
It's just about real estate.
And that great argument that he has with his wife, who they're now back together, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't want an island with a hotel on it. Don't you know me?
I want a deserted island.
Now? And he's like, can't we just get along and find the perfect island? And they picked that island, right? Which has a beautiful Four Seasons hotel. And he goes, perfect. So Walter White is so smart, right?
I'm going to run this island.
He buys the island with the hotel, and he rents out every room. Now they got the hotel. She's happy.
He's making money on top of that from renting out the rooms, and that's smart. And he becomes the caretaker of this hotel.
And Walter Jr. is like that last shot. Baby Holly is super happy. She's speaking.
She's like, "Hey, Dad."
Yeah, "Hey, Dad." It's great. She has a Southern accent.
You're really great.
She's got a nanny, and then Walter White, Walter Jr. is on the diving board, the high board, and he runs and jumps.
Yeah,
and he
look what I can do!
Oh, splash! Perfect splash. He looks across the pool. There's his wife. She gives him the thumbs up. But why is she on a skateboard? There'll be more.
Yeah.
I think Vince is planting an idea.
Oh, wait, another season?
I think that skateboard, Skyler on the skateboard that's a whole nother story.
First of all,
I don't even want to start on
They both start with SK. Skyler, skateboard.
Here's the other thing. Think about another S that rides a skateboard. Think about where we've seen an S on a skateboard. The Simpsons. Bart Simpson.
Bart Simpson. His last name is Simpson.
And then Jimmy Cliff, who he got to play that Rastafarian guy who sells him the hotel and is the caretaker.
Hey, man, buy my hotel.
That guy's a hilarious character.
He's so
wonderful.
Good. Jimmy Cliff, one of the best.
It's just a great final. That last half hour, I could have done with less of the conversation about islands.
I don't know. I learned a lot about real estate and some good real estate tips, which I think was the main.
I think he got a little too much information about tax write-offs and stuff, but it's okay. 10 minutes of that stuff.
Hey, you know what? We can sit through it just for that final scene.
But man, oh man, that last moment. I could get used to this.
Oh, man. So good.
And then, do you see the monkey? Then that monkey jumps on his shoulder.
I didn't see the monkey.
Watch it again.
I closed my eyes.
Your DVR cut it off. After he says, "I could get used to this," you hear, and the monkey, little monkey, the cutest monkey ever, jumps on his shoulder and dances around, and he laughs.
I think I just turned it off because I was so satisfied. But had I known there would be a monkey,
well, it's great, and certainly. There's a lot to think about there,
And what I thought was interesting was the line of dialogue earlier in the show when Walter White says to your character, "Better call Sal."
Yeah.
He says, "Sal,
better get
Sal."
You gotta listen, Scott.
He says, "Sal, you got to admit, we broke some bad."
Well, I know a lot of people have been wondering when are we going to really hear the title of the show, because it's really something you owe the audience to use the title of the show at some point in your show.
Broke some bad, the title.
We broke some bad. And then you hear, and then he sings the theme song. He's like, bow, 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 doo, 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 doo.
I mean, Vince is not going to let a thing go by without giving it significance and meaning. And so for all these years you've been listening to that song, you've been hearing Breaking Bad, when is it going to resonate in the show?
Yeah.
So having a character say, we broke some bad, sing the song.
Yeah. And then he says high five, and you go, I prefer 10 down low. And then you do a low 10. It was incredible. It was one of those classic moments.
That last episode of Breaking Bad, oh my God, it all comes together.
Okay, spoiler alert off. If you've not been listening because of the spoilers, you can now return to listening. Great television, man. Congratulations on that. I mean, it's just like an incredible achievement. I don't really like the episodes leading up to that last one.
Yeah.
But that last one was like just what I like to see.
Everything,
Yeah. So good stuff.